Today, we're not trying to pitch your property. It's a conversation Julio and I we have on a daily basis in the office together. We get questioned very often or on a daily basis. What do you think of the market? Where do you think the market is going? And when is a good time to buy? One thing we have seen in the past couple months, I think we, as a buyer, you're able to find some great deals, stuff that you wouldn't see before. Don't you think so, Julio?
Absolutely. I think specifically cap rates. Right now, you see cap rates 6% or higher. I mean, that was unheard of in markets past, couple years past. It's something that it had to be a real shaky property for you to have a 6 cap rate. But right now, we do have cap rates on brand new construction. Even we have listings at 6%
Or even higher.
6.5, even almost 7 for a very good quality product.
And if you don't know what cap rate is, so the way you value the property, for example, there's a certain amount of income that comes in that after all the expenses, that's what's left, the income of the property based on the value you buy. That's indicate what the cap rate is. Before, the cap rates were like 4.5, 5, when the interest rates were lower. So what happened is the property's making the same amount of, if the property was making the same amount of money and the cap rates are higher, that means the values have went down. So unless something happened or you were able to raise the rents, so we all know the interest rates will go down. And if the interest rates will go down, that means the cap rates will eventually go down. So the value of the properties will go up.
Yeah. So definitely the interest rates are forecasted to drop. You do have Trump. I mean, one of the biggest, we see the cap rates are up here. I mean, that means those rents are going to still be coming in. And the interest rates do have the cap rates elevated. But once interest rates come down, you're going to have a bigger yield between your interest rate, your debt, your mortgage maintenance, and your actual return. And one thing that has us so confidently speaking about cap rates in the economy is the framework, the budget proposal that is right now in Congress's desk that's being worked on. It's pretty much an extension of what we saw in 2017 when you saw opportunity zones being introduced. And believe it or not, that had a great impact on our economy. It generated over $48 billion in development, like directly in real estate, commercial and residential, and it created over $700,000 jobs. I think it's something that everybody wants to come back. And if you were in the business at that point, we all know how opportunistic it was for development deals for developers, and people just getting out of certain other segments and bringing their money over to real estate and developing just to take advantage of those tax benefits.
Even with the turfs, one thing is in the past couple of weeks, the calls that we have been getting that people want to take advantage of the fact that the cap rates are higher than what we were before is they're in a business that is going to be impacted by the turfs that are going on, and they want to switch into real estate or they want to buy investment property. I got a bunch of calls from people that are a couple years away from retirement, and they're like, you know what? I want to start investing money into real estate, and I want to have income properties. So we feel the future of the market is bright, and you have a great time. And you could never time the market. And I get that question all the time: is it a good time to buy? There's no crystal ball. Real estate, especially in Los Angeles market, have proven that it continues to go up and it appreciates itself. And people from all over the world want to invest and they want to live here. So if you're in a market or you're thinking about buying, I think we can time the market, but I think it's a great time to buy because rates will eventually go down and the prices will definitely change.